The Federal and Velevin Hypermarket jointly present the Thoothukudi Marathon 2024 to raise awareness on drug abuse. The event is co-presented by Edison Cardio Care Center, Tiruchendur, powered by L. Anand Jewelry and St. Mother Teresa Engineering College, Thoothukudi.
The assassination of Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh on July 31 has once again increased tensions amidst the ongoing Israeli assault on the Gaza Strip. Though Israel has not formally claimed responsibility, it is no brainer that the main suspect is the Jewish state. What provoked Israel to target Haniyeh, who was involved in talks to bring about a ceasefire in Gaza? What will be the consequences of the killing in the already tense region? To discuss this, we have with us the Federal's managing editor and expert in international affairs, K.S. Dakshinamurthy, in the latest episode of the Federal's WorldlyWise program. Thank you for joining me. And my first question to you is, why was Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh assassinated and by who?
It's difficult to say what exactly provoked the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran after the swearing in of Iran's new president, Masoud Pezeshkian. The assassination comes in the context of the larger conflict that is on between Israel and Hamas. Haniyeh had been the elected prime minister of the Palestinian Authority when Hamas won the 2006 elections. He was considered the moderate face of Hamas and was heading the group since 2017. The Palestinian group has accused Israel for the assassination. Israel itself has neither claimed nor rejected responsibility for the killing. But given the circumstances, it has to be Israel, as there is no one else with the capability of undertaking such a job right inside Iran and so close to the swearing in, and the distance was not much at all. Haniyeh's assassination comes a few hours after the killing of a top Hezbollah commander in Lebanon, again attributed to Israel. If you look at Haniyeh's family, his three sons, Hazem, Amir, and Mohammed, were killed on April 10th in an Israeli airstrike in Gaza. The assassinated leader also lost four of his grandchildren in the strike. In fact, many of Hamas's top leaders in the past have all fallen to targeted killings by Israel. These include the Hamas founder, Sheikh Yassin, in 2004, and others like Abdulaziz al-Rantisi.
So, what do you think will be the consequences of this assassination?
In a region that is already reeling under the Israeli assault on Gaza following Hamas's October 7th attack on Israel, the assassination serves to take tensions to a tipping point. Reports say that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, has vowed revenge and alerted the Iranian Republican Guards and other units of the country's security forces to take retaliatory action. Iran's so-called axis of resistance, including the Hezbollah in Lebanon, the Houthis in Yemen, and the Shia-led armed groups within Iraq, have all been reportedly told to coordinate the retaliation with Iran. It is also important to note that so far Iran has desisted from taking on Israel directly. A few months ago, when Israel attacked the Iranian embassy in the Syrian capital Damascus, killing a few military commanders, there was a high chance of a direct conflict between Iran and Israel. Iran fired several missiles into Israel, but most of them were neutralized by Israeli air defense systems. This time too, there will be some counteraction by Iran, that is for sure, but it is not expected to result in a full-fledged conflagration. However, let me add, in such situations, a slight strategic miscalculation can result in unforeseen consequences, like what we are seeing in Ukraine, or even the 10-month Israeli assault on the Gaza Strip.
So help us understand this. How is it that Israel brazenly targets its enemies in other countries when others like Russia or North Korea are criticized when they do something similar? India too has been accused of targeting proponents of Khalistan in Canada and the US and also Kashmiri militants in Pakistan. So help us understand this.
See, the reason is simple. Israel is backed by the United States. Even in the killing of Haniyeh, there are allegations that the US may have given tactical support to Israel. But the US has denied this. Irrespective of whether the US was involved or not, It backs Israeli actions, particularly using its veto power in the United Nations Security Council. Okay, so that being the case, Israel has nothing to fear, and it continues with its aggressive actions in third-party countries, especially against Palestinian targets, and even occasionally against top Iranian officials. For the last 10 months, it has relentlessly attacked the Gaza Strip that has killed around 40,000 people, destroyed cities, and damaged property. Giving the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel as a reason, the Benjamin Netanyahu government has gone all out against Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. But no country has been able to effectively intervene and stop the assault, despite the majority in the UN General Assembly calling for a ceasefire. But the situation for countries like Russia, North Korea, and India is different. Though there is no formal law that bars countries from targeting individuals in third countries, there is a UN recommendation or an understanding that countries should not target anyone in other countries. So this is like a gentlemanly agreement, and when countries other than Israel do such activities, they are accused of breaking this.
Okay. So coming back to Haniyeh's assassination, what will be the impact of this assassination on Hamas?
The assassination will be a temporary setback for the group. Setback, yes, but temporary. But having faced similar situations in the past, Hamas is pragmatic and nimble enough to quickly put in place another leader. Reports say Khaled Mishal, another popular Hamas leader, may take over as the chief of the group. He was incidentally the target of another Israeli assassination attempt, but he escaped. This was, of course, way back in 1997.
And what will be the consequences on Israel's assault on Gaza?
Haniyeh's assassination comes at a time when he was involved in ceasefire talks with Israel in the Qatari capital Doha. Hamas may not be in the mood to agree for a peace deal, at least for a while. The killing is not a good sign for some sort of resolution in Gaza, where the population has been largely cornered in Rafah, bordering Egypt. The next few days will make it clear which way the conflict is going, either business as usual or the beginning of an overarching conflagration in the region with its own implication for the rest of the world.
Thank you for your input, sir. Viewers, for more such in-depth analysis, please follow the Federal.
The Federal and Relevant Hypermarket jointly present the Thuthukudi Marathon 2024 to raise awareness on drug abuse. The event is co-presented by Edison Cardio Care Center, Tiruchendur, powered by L. Anand Jewelry and Saint Mother Teresa Engineering College, Thuthukudi.